Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to round 1 of Group B of the Mortals Empires YouTubers tournament, where I am joined in this first battle with JonTaun from Total Brohammer. I need to make sure that is clear. He's called JonTaun, but his channel is Total Brohammer because I believe he says it of another YouTuber. So if you're looking for him, it's Total Brohammer you want to search in the search bar, not JonTaun. Anyway, with that, we've got JonTaun with the Empire, and he's up against PshycOnlineGaming with the High Elves. Yeah, and of course this is obviously their first battle for the tournament, so I'm sure nerves are high. So let's go over the armies then. We have Demigryph Knights of Halberds. We have, I'm loving this scatter kind of deployment. We've got, I think it's 5 units of swordsmen there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, it is. Got a couple units of spearmen. I believe there's one there. One on the flank there, and a couple in the back. Is that one there? Yep, that's a third one. A fourth one. So that's 4 units of spearmen. We then got the silver bullets there. Couple of great swords. 1, 2, and I believe there's one in the woods. Yep, 3. We got a light wizard. What else have we got? We've got the Reiksguard. And we've got Boris Todbringer. Not sure how Boris Todbringer got the Reiksguard, but we won't question such things. Now, I am noticing some lag for some reason on this replay. I don't know what it is. Don't know if it's the map or what, but when I move the camera, it seems to lag a little bit. So, apologies for that. JonTaun actually has just... Or was it... Oh, sorry, it's DahvPlays, sorry, who's also doing this map on round 1. He said his lagged on this map, so I wonder if I've just picked a bad map for the first episode. I don't know, because I don't think I had this problem in the first, when I recorded my first battle on here. But who knows, so it could be a bit of the map problem. But enough about that, just to explain why it seems to be the camera's lagging. So, PshycOnlineGaming is playing as the High Elves. He's got 2 units of Phoenix Guard on each flank. He's got 3 units of the White Lions here. We've got 3 units of Spearmen as a good solid front line. He's also got a Mage of High, and he's got Tesla, so that's a lot of magic he's bringing there. And a couple of Sea Guard, and he's also got the Eagle Claw Boatfire, which, what's the range of that thing? Up to about here. So yeah, if the Empire comes, he's also got hidden over here, very nicely hidden. There's a couple of the Reavers there, Lorian Reavers, couple units of that. So, if you haven't seen my battle light, yeah, Pshyc's kind of done what I did, which is, why fight up a hill when you could deploy on their side and come around? So that's exactly what Pshyc has done, which is good, because it puts the Empire, look, his whole formation's out of position. He was lined up to fight, though, to be fair, he wasn't actually on the steepest part of the hill. If Pshyc had taken him on here, it would have been quite an interesting fight, but no, he's done it where, JonTaun is now having to get his whole army into position. We'll put it on normal speed. Hopefully that'll help a bit with the speed of the camera. But as you can see, there seems to be a bit, I don't know what it is. It seems odd because I'm pretty sure my replay didn't have that, but a couple of YouTubers have said theirs is, and now I'm recording one of their replays, which was sent to me. It seems to be having the same problem. So I said, this is the first round, the opening game for round B, so no pressure for these guys, Group B. So the Empire is quickly getting themselves into position. These guys are trying to hide, though they might get spotted by Boris Todbringer on his Griffin, which could be a problem. But does he? Does he indeed? That's the question. I don't know. But the fact that he's got these ruins as well could get in the way of JonTaun's deployment. As you can see, he's actually pulled back, so he must have been spotted. Because if he wasn't, that would have just a silly move to make. He should have kept it around here, like I do with my Dark Riders, so we could then ambush when the time was right. But he's pulled back to these woods now. See, there is some serious lag going on, and I don't know if that's my computer or this replay. Couldn't possibly tell you, I'm afraid. But you can see the spearmen are all lining up, everything's getting lined up, and we're going to have our battle lines drawn right here. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow gamers, right here is where the battle is going to happen, between these 2 woods. And you can see, a good chunk of the army has yet to arrive. If Pshyc moved in right now, you know, he'd be able to try and at least do some damage before the rest comes in. He would just have to be aware that a big group of his units would have to take on that unit there. But if he sent in some fast units, he could take this flank out in piecemeal. Here comes the boat thrower now, getting some shots on the Reiksguard from quite a distance as well. The Reavers are kind of trying to protect the artillery. Oh, he's discovered the units that's hidden there, the spearmen, which is hide in there. Of course, we've got the demigods, we have to remember. And the first engagement has come down. We've got the swordsmen taking on the spearmen. And as you know, swordsmen would do a good job against spearmen. So yeah, more guys coming in. That's the Reiksguard are now charged in. There's more guys coming into the woods. Boss Topbringers actually going for the boat fires, which makes sense. Just quickly get them while the battle is early and the leadership for the Empire is still high. As you see, he's sending a lot of stuff to now deal with this. Phoenix Guard are there. As you can see though, his line, he's getting wrapped around here. The Reiksguard and the Demigods are doing an amazing job cycle charging back and forth into this front line. And you can see he's got this beautiful surround. Oh, we have a spell coming down, and just JonTaun. Look at this. Look at the skill here. He sees it, and his whole front line. He actually got friendly fire. He hit some of his own guys, and look. And as soon as he goes, this is the skill of JonTaun's micro. You see that immediately. Get out. As soon as it's passed, turn around, back in again. Don't give the elves a moment of break. So as you can see, the Empire have really gone for a numerous foe. The Claw Boatfire has been taken out at this point. But it looks like they are rallying already, which is good. As you can see though, it's just JonTaun, I do believe in his video for this battle, which I've already seen. There goes another one, but it got a good hit on the swordsman. But look, done quite a bit of damage on his own unit still. But the high elf line is being broken up here. I mean, there is Empire troops are now breaking, which is good. We've got a net drop on the high elves. These guys are trying to, I can see it now, the Sea Guard are trying to protect the flank by shooting these guys. But they're still getting behind. And now Boris Topbringer is joining the fight. And he is Theseus is taking a huge amount of damage. And is in fact now broken. He's terrified. But look how much health he's got left. That is 500 health left. That Griffin could easily take that if he so wished. And you can see, because he's breaking, a lot of the guys nearby are breaking. The Silver Bullets are taking... Oh, look at the damage. Oh, flippin' heck. I do know that JonTaun, sorry, I was saying before, in his video was saying that he wanted to outnumber the elves heavily. And that's what he's done. He's gone for spearmen and swordsmen. And as you can see, he's just wrapped around him and has done so much damage. These elves are in a very precarious position right now. I mean, these Phoenix Guard, they're good, but they're more against the anti-large here. And they're up against just great swords, which will just cut them down. As you can see, the mage has been shot. She's gone. Oh, she just had a head shot off. Her head has been shot clean off by the Silver Bullets. Couple of gold coins for the guy that made that shot. Boris Topbringer is now going in for the rear line here. As you can see, JonTaun is going for a beautiful surround here. The Claw Boatfire is back in action, but I don't think it's going to do much damage, to be honest. There's just too many guys. And these guys have now rallied as well, which is a big concern, because that means more Empire troops are coming in. The Reiksguard is getting in there, and don't forget they are anti-infantry as well, so they'll do good against the Phoenix Guard, but then they're anti-guard, so... Not great. The Silver Bullets, I believe, are now picking on. Yes, they are. They're shooting at the Phoenix Guard. And this group is being completely surrounded by multiple units of swordsmen, spearmen, and great swords. Absolutely just terrible. The Reiksguard have broken, though, which is good. A lot of the High Elves have rallied, but we got swordsmen chasing them down. And, of course, Boris Topbringer, it's early in the morning for me, is taking on and trying to take out his leadership, which makes sense. If he can kill him, which he probably could, then, bit risky though, but yeah, as you can see, it's slowly now going in the favour of the Empire. They've still got quite a lot of guys left. They've got reserves coming in and rallying. He's letting them breathe. He's actually letting his reserves have a breather because he's got so much going well in the main battle. The High Elves need to really get these guys in. They're coming in now, but we've got other units. We need to get them in, guys. As you can see, Boris Topbringer has barely taken any damage at all. And Theseus is really struggling. He's on death's door pretty much at this point. As you can see in this resistance here, the Phoenix Guard, they're doing quite well, but just the sheer number of how many humans are stabbing them with pointy sticks is enough to start showing here. And you can see this group has now broken. You've got the Phoenix Guard are trying to group up together. I think they're trying to help this group here. They're trying to regroup here, but because he's collapsed the front line, the Empire now just swarming all over this hill, unfortunately. And Boris has yet to actually take Theseus down. He's dropped the net down though. Can he get him? He's got 60 health left. Can he get him? He has fallen, and the High Elves sense defeat, and they all start falling back now. Everything, the Empire, look at them storming through the hill there. That is a shame. That was, I don't think anyone expected the Empire to spam like the damn Imperial Guard. I mean, look at this army. It is a good army. Against High Elves, you can't outdo them 1-to-1, so we didn't even bother trying. Look at that, 897 to 1,219. The odds were hugely against Pshyc in regards to numbers. So let's just go over the scores. So Tesla's got 24 kills, the Mage High got 10, Spearmen 26, 13 and 10. The White Lions 63, very respectable, 36 and 84. That is an amazing score, as we can all expect from the Phoenix Guard, cutting down such puny mortals. 131 kills and 99. We then have the Sea Guard, who got 19 and 22 kills. They did a good job holding the flanks by keeping JonTaun away, using archers to, you know, they didn't want to charge through all that fire. The Reavers, a bit of a mixed bag. One got no kills, the other got 28. I actually didn't see much of them, actually. I didn't notice them that much in the battle, so that's my fault. I kind of missed them out. And then the Boat Thrower only got 9 kills. Really wasn't worth the points in this battle. I mean, I can understand the thinking, you know, do lots of damage to the multi-shot, but Boris Topbringer just immediately went, no, boom, took it out, and that was it, pretty much for the whole game. So if we look at JonTaun's army, Boris Topbringer got 27 kills, and let's not forget that's the crew and Teslas himself. So those are some good kills. The Light Wizard didn't get any kills, but he didn't need to. He got many people killed through his actions, so a very good job there. The Spearmen got 16, 25, 15 and 9, which is pretty good, especially when you think these are against Elves. You got 17, 53 kills for those swordsmen, 22, 14 and a 49. Really good there. And then it gets even better. We got 32 for the Great Swords, 56 and 76 kills for one unit of Great Swords. In fact, based on kills, I think that was his best unit, and they barely took any damage. So flippin' heck. Then you got the Silver Bullets with 34 kills, very good. Especially when you think they killed the Mage of High and really hurt Teslas. You then got Reichsguard, they got 53 kills, and the Demigifts Knights with the Hellbirds got 50 kills. So there we go, that is the first battle for round 1 for Group B, which is JonTaun and PshycOnlineGaming. Thank you both for joining me for this episode, for this battle. I don't know what I'm doing this for the first round in Group A as well. I started doing the sign off, it's like, no, there is yet another battle to be had. Fellow gamers, we have got next BlackIron versus DahvPlays. That's Greenskins against Skaven, so that's going to be really interesting on the same map, of course, because everyone's playing on the same maps. So if you give me just a moment, I'll do some fancy editing and we'll get straight into that battle. So we're here now with the second battle of the round 1 Group B, and that Spider is really dribbling. God, Spiders are bad enough, but that one's dribbling. Now this one is against BlackIron Battles and DahvPlays, the Greenskins versus Skaven, so there's going to be a lot of models in here, a lot more. Not only that, it's 4 minutes. These guys don't mess around. This is going to be quick, it's going to be brutal, and there's going to be a lot of dead by the end of it. So what have we got for the BlackIron? With his orcs. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 groups of orc boys. We have 3 units of black orcs at the back, which is kind of terrifying. We've got a Goblin Big Boss there, and a Goblin Big Boss there. We also have Savage Orc Arrow Boys, the Rusty Arrows, and another Savage Orc group. And you got a group of Goblin Spearmen, Spearmen at the back to cover the rear. We also have Azak the Slaughterer on his little flying pet there. Looking very fabulous. He's also got hidden in the trees. He's got Orc-Boar Biggins. I believe that's over. Oh wait, shots have already been fired. This is serious. This is personal. So the Skaven for DahvPlays. He's got 2 units of Gutter Runners over there with poison in a good flank position. He's got, as we've already seen, the Plague Catapult. He's got 1, 2, 3 units, I believe it is. 3 units of the Skaven Slave Slingers. Nice bit of range there. Got some Skaven Slave Spears over here. Classic Doom Wheel. I love them. Skaven Slave Spears there. Got some Plague Monks. Death Runners. I believe that's more Plague Monks. Yes. We also have some Skaven Slave Spears. Skaven Slave Spears there. And another Doom Wheel. So there's a lot of Skaven Slaves Spears here. But he's also got some Elite Plague stuff and Death Runners as well. So that's a bit concerning. Also, I'm loving this. Lord Scrogue just sat on the hill on his own, but remember, these can't be seen. They're stood right next to him and they cannot be seen. And he's left them on purposely in the open as a target. And then these guys, I believe, have trophy heads. as well. So they are waiting for the perfect ambush. So as you can see, in this lowdown, it's already taken me about 30 seconds of the game to just explain it. So the battle's nearly over already. This is going to be messy. And I have to say, this is the first time we've had two armies meet up on the hills and charge at each other. So I'm really looking forward to this. So let's get normal speed. See, these guys caught onto the gutter runners really quickly. The flyers coming in now. The orcs have their battle line ready. The doom wheels coming in now. Their lord is being shot at by the gutter runners there. Here comes the doom wheel. One of my favourite units. Boom, straight through. And as we all know, this is their first game between these two players. So as you can imagine, nerves are probably high. They're a bit tense. They want to get the first game out of the way and see how they do and how they get resistance. So he's gone straight into the archers there. These slingers are now firing down, and the orcs are having to travel uphill. We've got some boys coming in, but of course there's spearmen on the flank, so they're quite prepared. In comes one of the bosses of the Dribbling Spider of Doom. That's going to cause some problems, but the slaves are worth nothing as far as the Skaven are concerned. And we have some plague monks just burst out of a tunnel. No one saw that one coming. And charge straight into the orc boys' front line. We also have, that's straight into the black orcs as well. The archers are now providing support for the orcs. As you can see, there is another engagement here, but the Skaven, that's the Goblin Big Boss there. As these are engaging in the line. Here we go. He's going for Scrog. And boom! Both assassins are now on him. Let's see how much damage this Orc boss takes, shall we? He's taken quite a hit already, and that is dropping fast. The catapults are still firing, but I just want to make a note of this brilliant tactic. And look, he's having to try and get out of there because his leadership's half. He's lost about a third of his health. He's now getting into the rear of that group here, but these guys are just ready to jump on. You've got some spearmen as reserves. Some of the Skaven are starting to break, but those are just the slingers. No one expecting any less. These guys are shooting the boars in the back while they're being attacked by Skaven spears at the front. There you go. Look, they've charged in, and he's had to run away. He's got nearly half health now. The Doom Wheel is just cutting through what's left here. We have got the slaves just starting to break, and that's what we've got to be careful of. There's a good chunk in this army is slaves. The slingers, yes, but also spearmen as well. So it's a bit concerning what's going on there. I think that's a Doom Wheel. Friendly fire. Surely the Doom Wheel is practically out, but there's another one with 4 health taking on the archers. You see some of the orcs are now starting to break. The war boss is in fact broken. He's had enough of this. He's just ratched. This isn't worth it. They're their tricksy strategies. The boars, as you can see, are getting completely surrounded and cut up in the woods here, unfortunately. And the front line, they are trying to hold the Goblin Big Boss and the Black Orcs. They're trying to get through and get the catapults, as you can see. But it is literally an uphill struggle for these guys. The Skaven definitely done a better job in the positioning. Of course, the Assassins and Lord Scrog is getting into the thick of it all, which is going to cause some serious problems for the Greenskins. As you see, the catapult is still firing. The Orc boys got intercepted, and look, they're still firing even though their crew's getting cut up. They're that committed to winning this battle. For BlackIron, DahvPlays is Skaven, isn't it? Sorry, yeah, they're determined for their leader, their warlord, to win this battle. So they are still firing. As you see, the orcs are now all breaking all over the place. Some orcs are trying to rally. You've got a Doom Wheel just sat over there. But you can see the hill does belong to the Skaven now. The flank attack has failed, and these guys are still in the battle quite strong. And the orcs have kind of just lost it at this point. They're all breaking. There we go. The orcs have had enough. They're going to let the Skaven have the win. Have the heal. The heal's not worth it. We have our own heal. So there we go. That is a win to DahvPlays and his Skaven. Unfortunately, BlackIron Battles lost that one. But there's 3 more battles to go, guys. And it can all be decided, you know, to the end. So stay tuned for that. If you're supporting the orcs and BlackIron, the game is not over for him yet. So let's have a look. The Slaughter only got 2 kills. That's painful to watch. He got shut down so quickly. We then have the 2 Goblin Big Bosses, 14 and 20 kills. The Goblin Spearmen did nothing. No surprise there. Orc Boys, 36, 30, 14, 40. Not bad. When you think they're up against Skaven and Skaven Slave, not great. Not great kills, but it's alright. Black Orcs, 45, 39, 10. They got 10 kills. I don't know what happened to them. The Orc Arrow Boys 6 and 5 and 11 for the Rusty Arrows, but they got shot down really quickly by the Doom Wheels. And the the Orc Boy, Boar Boy Biggins. God, that's a long name. So the cavalry. There we go. 11 and 8 kills. Again, they got shot down really quickly. They charged a cheap spear unit. Got pinned in while they got poisoned from behind. It was not pretty to watch. Scrog got 25 kills. The Assassins got 9 kills each. They like to share and keep it even. The Skaven Spears did really well. Look, 5 and 7. Not great. But look at this, 28-28. I think these were the two that took on the Boars, because they would be perfect for that. Cheap infantry, all with long pointy sticks. Really good job. As you see, the Plague Monks here, 85 and 68 kills. Really good. The Death Runners got 33, but the Armor Sundering would have been a huge help. The Slingers, not many, 3, 7, so 12 kills between 3 units. But they were a good front line. They took the charge for the Orcs as well, and then they got counter-charged, which was really good. The Gutter Runners of Poison only got 8 and 11 kills, but again, they were taking on these guys and, you know, supporting the Skaven Slaves. Plague Catapult, respectable 34, but again, that was good psychological, because at one point, BlackIron led a Orc charge against it. They got scattered and got taken out easily, while the Catapult carried on firing. So a great job there, and the Doomwards, as expected, 76 and 54 kills. Absolutely brilliant Doomwards as always, and a really good game from all 4 of our players today. John, Pshyc, BlackIron and Dalv. Thank you very much for joining me in this tournament. It's been great fun. And of course, you guys, there'll be more battles coming up. If you haven't seen any of the Group A videos, I'm not sure how you've got to this one first, but there's 2 Group A videos out already. But anyway, yeah, so obviously you can check out the other YouTubers in Group A. And just so you guys are aware, tomorrow we will be doing round 2 of this group. So we have PshycOnlineGaming as the High Elves, taking on BlackIron as the Orcs, and the Orcs are going to be niffed. After losing this one, they're going to want to punch something hard. And PshycOnlineGaming is the Volunteer with the High Elves. And we also have JonTaun, who is the Empire, taking on, for his first appearance in this tournament, Pharaoh of War, who is using Chaos. So we got a beautiful 2 classic lineups, the High Elves against the Orcs, and the Empire against Chaos. 2 games that are going to be absolutely amazing to watch. So do come back tomorrow if you want to catch all of that. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to ShadowOnlineGaming for all of the latest news and coverage of this tournament. Every battle, every death, every kill, every win, every loss, it's all going to be covered here. And of course, don't forget to check out the YouTubers that are taking part, because they've all got their videos on their channel of them playing through the battles. So it's definitely worth checking that out. I'll have links in the description below of everyone that took part in Group B's round 1. So go check that out. And thank you all for joining me, and I hope to see you next time for the next battle. Till then, take care.